possible for the 2026 budget.
Madam Chair, Mr. Secretary, hindi ko po ma-comprehend. May deluge na ng budget cuts 2023, 2024. 200 billion, 400 billion. Do you think it's not your job to at least predict kung ano kung mangyayari pa ito ulit for the 2025 budget? Kasi po hindi ko maisip na you are not aware of this. Considering na ito po talaga namang mag-alter, nag-undermine ng National Expenditure Program.
Like I said, we are not part of the BICAM.
And yes, we are not part of the, but not to belabor the point, the president can always exercise his veto power. Because
and that's why he vetoed.
The president was undermined by this budget cuts.
Yes. The president did veto portions of the budget that had insertions to begin with. He cannot veto an unfunded portion in the budget. Having said that, he has authority over executing the budget. And as I did mention today, a little more than 80 billion has not been released in program appropriations.
Yes. How about can I ask Secretary Balisacan on the issue of the new Cebu International Container Port? Gaano na po katagal ito na proseso at bigla na lang napondohan dito?
The new Cebu Container Port was approved by the NEDA Board last June 25. It was originally proposed on November 14, 2016. The original approval was noong pang November 14, 2016. And the last reapproval of that project was last June 25, 2024. So ganun nakatagal yung project na yan, ho.
Approved by the NEDA?
By the NEDA board, ho.
In 2024?
2024 yung last. It came back, but the original approval is noong pang 2016, ho.
Okay, thank you. Next question is, yung pong can you enumerate yung mga nakinabang ng mga departments at yung pong naperwisyong mga department na increase at na decrease nitong budget cuts na ito? For example, DepEd.
What was the question? Kung ano ang perwisyo ng budget cuts?
Decrease and increase of different agencies affected by the budget cuts.
Once you increase the unprogrammed appropriations in the budget, it destroys the fiscal planning of government to begin with. So, potentially, if you increase the unprogrammed by 300 billion, and assuming we had, by 300 billion, then the fiscal pressure is plus 300 billion. So that's one on the fiscal side, no? Pangalawa, if you want to maintain that deficit, kailangan bawasan mo yung program Kung magre-release ka ng 100 sa program, kailangan bawasan mo yung program ng 100 din. Para yung deficit mo pareho lang.
In particular, you cannot enumerate the agencies affected by these budget cuts?
Well, clearly, the departments whose budgets were transferred from program to the unprogram, those budgets, the releases will have to be delayed because you will have to wait for excess revenue coming from the Treasury or Department of Finance. So,
What are
malaking
these-
perwisyo. Malaking perwisyo.
What are these, Secretary, what are these agencies? Yung pinakamalalaking naapektuhan ito.
Yeah. Okay.
Malalaking agencies na affected by these budget cuts.
DOTR po, malaki po yung nabawas sa kanila. Sa DepEd, may nabawas din po sa kanila. Sa Department of Agriculture, meron din po. We have the numbers here po. Madam Chair, I can provide the committee and your honor po with this information, Madam Chair, and the details po.
In the 2026 budget, magkano po yung naka-allot for subsidy for the 20 pesos rice?
10 billion, Madam Chair. 10 billion po, Madam Chair, under the Rice for All program.
How
10
about
billion.
the promise of President BBM of 1 million houses every year? Magkano po yung naka-allot for the houses?
Sa 4PH po, we provided 700 million, no? More than 700 million for that. But meron po kasing, we have a new secretary, it's Secretary Alaling, and I know that meron po siyang bagong programa. So I guess pwede po natin siya tanungin pagdating dito. And they will use po yung escrow funds na meron sila for the project po, Madam Chair.
Yung mining po is a major industry. Yung ating bansa po is one of the top 10 countries with so much mineral resources. Pero maliit po yung revenue na nakukuha natin. Primarily because of some disconnect in, for example, there are companies who holds millions of hectares of claims, MPSA, pero hindi po nagagalaw. May policy, yan yung po isang policy na problema. Second, ang dami pong mga mining claims na MPSA pero ang nagpapatakbo foreigners instead of getting FTAA, which we can get at last 50% share, nagiging 4% lang po yung sa excise tax. Ano po yung plano dito ng
SDML,
Department of Finance?
SDML Erice, please wind up. Sa DOF, Recto, please respond.
Yes, yes, we will look into it, but essentially it's a DNR giving these mining claims. But I agree with you na dapat repasuhin ng DNR to, and you know, there should be a policy of use it or lose it as well.
Do you think it would be beneficial to the mining industry if we transfer from the DNR to the Department of Trade?
That's something we can look into.
The mining industry should be at least managed by the Department of Trade rather than DNR na meron para may conflict of interest sila in terms of environmental protection.
We will consider your suggestion.
Thank you. Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Maraming salamat po, SDML Erice. We move to our next colleague. May we call on Vice Chair Lian Leviste. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In the interest of time, I would like to roll together my questions into one statement and hope that the economic team could provide any comments. To solve the classroom shortage, we propose that the local government support fund under the DBM be allowed to be used to build classrooms, and that I understand there was a previous internal memo by the previous DOF prohibiting the use of the PWH budget for local projects for classrooms, and wonder if from the previous DOF, and wonder if the current DOF would allow the use of the DPWH budget for local projects to be used to build classrooms, in hopes that, in line with the President's direction, more of the budget can be allocated towards not only DPWH, but even local governments to help close the classroom shortage.
All this will require is a special provision in the budget. So it is Congress, not really the DOF. So all you have to put it is in the special provision of DepEd, that you allow, for example, that the building of classrooms, the budget with the DepEd, can be used either by the DPWH, the DepEd itself, or the local government. So we will support it.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And hopefully the DBM could also allow LGSF to be used for building classrooms.
Yes, they're subject to our guidelines, because we also want the identification of school buildings to be validated by the Department of Education.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair Lian. We now move to our next colleague. May we call on DML Tino? You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Meron po tayong PowerPoint. Di ko alam kung ready na. Pero kung hindi pa ready, isang tanong muna. Sabi ni Pangulo sa kanyang SONA, mga kickback, mga initiative, errata, SOP for the boys. Yung ibang terms dito, siguro pamilyar na tayo lahat, more or less, mga kickback. Pero ano po yung errata? Pwede po bang matanong ang DBM Secretary?
Ito po yung mga programa o proyekto, Madam Chair, na gustong ipabago ng mga departments and agencies, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, binanggit ng Pangulo, kahilera ng mga kickback at SOP. So, ang tanong po ngayon, sabi nyo, nanggagaling sa mga agency, magkakaroon pa po ba ng errata?
We are concerned, Madam Chair, yun po yung definition namin ng errata. Now, kung ano pong nangyari doon sa proseso po ng the legislative process in the previous years, we are not aware po, Madam Chair. Kasi sa DBM, we don't actually allow errata because it's part of our KPI, Madam Chair.
So the question, Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, was magkakaroon po ba ng errata para sa 2026 budget?
Supposedly, wala po, Madam Chair.
Okay, sige, hanggang doon na lang po. Supposedly, wala po. Okay. Next question. Unprogrammed appropriations. Next slide. Ay, sorry. Next slide. Previous slide. Naubos oras. Previous slide. Okay. Madam Chair, yung oras ko naubos. Okay. Okay. Historical na graph from 20, kailan ba yan? 2016 to 2025 ng unprogrammed appropriations. Is it fair to say na from 2022 to 2025, walang kapantay ang paglobo ng unprogrammed appropriations sa ilalim ng Marcos Jr. Appropriations? 2023, 807 billion. 2024, 731 billion. 2025, 363 billion. Whereas in previous years, 100 to 200 billion lang.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Walang kapantay. So, bakit po? Next slide. Punta na po tayo dun sa graphic na sana po hindi nababawasan yung oras. Next slide. Next slide. Yan. Okay.